Doing the BK Nets cap. Final show for the year. Standing up. Had surgery on my ass. That's right. Don't ask too many questions. But the ass is a little sore. Had a little cyst removed. I know, too much information, Bob. We didn't tune in to hear about your ass. But you heard about it anyway, and it's my last show for the year, so I'm going to say whatever I want today. And I'm going to start with this. I didn't watch the game live. Bob, what kind of fan are you? Well, hold, stop. Because many of you that watch this stupid thing that I do, I'm probably a Net fan more than you are born. Alive, I should say. 30 plus years being a Net fan. And a pretty significant Net fan. I mean, I don't miss games. I watch losses over. I watch games twice on the DVR. So don't give me any shit about I'm not a true Net fan. Let me tell you how I went and approached this game 6. There's a definition of insanity that you should know. If you do things over and over and expect a different result, do the same thing over and over, expect a different result, you are labeled insane. So, Net fans, we are all insane, especially the fluffy ones, where we look at the loss in Game 4, and we get fluffy and say, well, you know what, we could win in Miami. We could do it. Now, listen, give the Nets credit, because I thought they'd get fucking smoked. So here I am. Now, I run a youth baseball league. I'm just, for my distraction, I'm not just sitting at home watching a movie. I'm at a baseball field, deliberately watching 2 baseball games, knowing that that'll be a great distraction for me. However, obviously, I'm sitting with guys that have phones. There's a guy that's in the booth with me, Matt Macelis, is a big Net fan. He's got his phone out, and, you know, we're following it. I mean, of course we are. 1-point game, 3-point game, 6-point game. That's up 8, that's up 10. You know, and I'm looking at him going, it doesn't matter, Matt. I said, do you know what's fucking sad? It doesn't matter what lead you have or when you have it. 20, you know, Kyle, my buddy Kyle, he put at halftime on Facebook, Kyle Anderson said, 7-point lead, I'll take it. It could have been 27. And it doesn't matter because in the last few minutes of a basketball game, this team, inexplicably, is the worst closing team in the NBA. Now, I get it. Other teams are collapsing. You know, we saw what happened in the Oklahoma series. We saw the Wizards blow a 19. I get it. Nets are not alone. But follow the Nets all year. And follow them in this playoffs. Look at this playoff. Look at the breakdown of the playoffs. Even the games they won. How about Toronto Game 3? How about Toronto Game 3? It's 15-point lead with like 4 to go. And there it was. A tie game with Patterson at the line. Prepared to tie the fucking game. 2-point game with 2 free throws. Terrible closing team. How about Toronto Game 7? Pretty much in command the entire day. Holding a 7-8-point lead the entire day. And then the last 2-3 minutes of the game, we had to survive a Paul Pierce block. Miami, a little different because we didn't have big leads. But you're playing them toe-to-toe. You look at this series, 5-game series, it's 20 quarters. I challenge you to find the quarters that Miami blew us out. You're going to find the 4th quarter of this game. You'll find the 4th quarter of Game 1, the 3rd quarter of Game 1, and the 4th quarter of Game 2. So 4 out of 20 quarters, the Nets were dominated by the Heat. So right away you're going, 4 out of 20, it's pretty. If I said to you before the series, we're going to get dominated 4 out of 20 fucking quarters and losing 5. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, we got a lot to talk about. Lots to talk about. You want to put spin on this like this was gutsy, listen, bullshit. There's no rewards for fucking having an 8-point lead with 3 minutes to play and losing. There's no rewards. And there's a lot of people to blame. First, we owe Joe Johnson. I owe him an apology. I ripped him last year. Julia Jensen was one to point out that we all ripped Joe after the last game last year at the 2 for 14 performance. We owe Joe an apology. Without him, Joe Jesus, where the hell would we be? Of course we're going to go to the point guard. Of course we are. But before we get there, let me give you some more. I got some notes here that I'm looking at. the main reason I didn't watch is as I look at the Nets, as if it's like a girlfriend that you have, and you're with this girl, you dig her, you really, and she cheats on you. Now, of course, this has never happened to me. I mean, come on, look at the hair. Come on, you kidding me? All right, it's a joke. Okay, so you got a chick. She cheats on you. Week or two later, you take her back. She cheats on you again. Week or two later, she cheats on you again. You take it back. Shame on you, right? So I didn't watch the game because I know, and I said this to everybody at the field, I don't care how well they're doing. I don't care. When the guy's telling me he's up 8, of course. Now listen, of course, inside I'm a little tingly. I'm a little shocked that we're playing well in Miami, and of course, I'm a fan. So of course I'm like, oh shit, we're up friggin' 8 with a couple of minutes to go. Oh my God. And reality sets in. Toronto, Bob. Game 2, whatever. It's going to be the frozen zone in the last 2 minutes. And there it was. So, to me, it's like the girl that cheats. No, honey, I'm not going back out with you. I'm not. So I didn't watch the game live. I don't want to you, the Brooklyn Nets do not deserve my attention, my energy, my interest in that game because you do it to me all the fucking time. You do it to me all the time. And you did it last year with a different set of characters. You blew a fucking 18-point or 16-point lead in Chicago with 4 minutes to play, which is, how do teams do that? How does someone do? You're wearing black or white. They figure out how to do it. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This one hurt me, man. Last year, I thought that the team was full of pussies. And of course, the leader, I still believe, is the biggest pussy that I've ever seen on an NBA court, Darren Williams. LeBron's a pussy in a different way. We'll get to him. So last year, I was like, look, this team's got no heart. Lopez is soft. D. Will is a wuss. Their tough players weren't really scorers. So Wallace and Evans, what do you get? I mean, they stink offensively. This year, man, after we got through Toronto, I got to tell you, I believed. Now, say the chant, I believe that we can win, we will win. I believed it. And I believed it. And I friggin' said, we are going to lose the first 2 in Miami and win the next fucking 4. And I believed it. I wasn't blowing smoke. As you know, I'm not Mr. Positive. Normally, I'm fucking doom and gloom. And they suck. No. Even after that second game 2 loss, we will come back and win the next fucking 4 games. I believed it. And why did I believe it? Because I believed in the toughness of this team. They got through Toronto. Of course, I never believed in D. Will, and we'll talk again about him. But I believed in our depth. I believed in Sean Livingston. I believed in Teletovic and what he gives us. I believed in Anderson. I believed in Blatch, who obviously stinks some days and doesn't others. I believed in Karolinko. I believed in Garnett, Pierce, Johnson. I believed. And I believe that our fucking team is better than that team. Now, of course, they're a great player. We don't have anybody comes close to that. Although Joe Johnson did everything he fucking could to stick it in his fucking grill, and we'll get to that. Because Johnson fucking dominated that fuck until the official got involved and turned the fucking game around. Now, of course, listen, no. We're not blaming officials. But sorry, we're going to talk about officials. In fact, before we go any further, let me fucking take a look at this critical fucking point. This critical point in the 4th quarter right now. Take a look at that, and then we'll come back to our topic of why I believed. All right, so here we go. 3-point game now. We have the lead in a 3-point game. Whoa! Oh, that's not a foul. All right, let's slow it down. Is this a fucking foul? Now you want to say, Bob, come on, that's a play on. It's a playoff game, play on. Okay, I'm with you. You want to call that a play on? Fine. 30 seconds later, Miami's got the fucking basketball. Douche boy, king boy, pussy boy has the ball. And take a look at this. Whistle blows. That's a fucking foul. Sends him to the free throw line. Take a look again. That's a foul. Sending him to the fucking free throw line. So instead of 2 free throws for fucking Johnson, it's a block. And they get 2 free throws on the other end. As you can see, Kid says it's the same call. NBA officials are a disgrace, and LeBron is one of the biggest
pussies I have ever seen.
So there you go.
On a basketball court.
The fucking, I mean, now look, whoa. A minute 30 to go. Johnson clearly gets fucking hacked. Going to the free throw line. All right, maybe he only makes one. It's a 4-point game instead of a 3. Or if he just play on this has gone on the whole fucking series. A couple of possessions earlier, Johnson got fucking laid out by Bosch. That doesn't go to the free throw line. Yet this fucking pussy, this number 6, this crybaby fucking pussy, goes to the free throw line more times than our entire team. Now, I get it. He's more aggressive. We don't have guys going to the basket. Except for fucking D-Nil, who we'll get to. But I believe, to come back to my original topic, I believe that we were going to fucking pull this off. And can you blame me? We fucking blow them out in game 3. Just like I called it. And I said, you know what? It's going to be a dogfight game 4 because Miami's going to fucking step up and realize they got a series. And I got the basketball in my fucking hand with a minute to go. And I can't get a fucking quality shot off in the last fucking 3-4 minutes of game 4. I can't get a quality fucking shot. Why did I believe that we could? That's where that's where I'm a fucking idiot. That's where I'm a jerk off. Because all year long I've watched them fucking collapse in the last 2-3 minutes. I've watched dysfunctional offensive sets. And yet here I am. And when Pierce made that N1, up 1-4 to go, I got off my couch on my surgically repaired ass, and I was like, we're gonna fucking do this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna fucking stick it up Barkley's ass, Bill Simmons, Jalen, all them other fucking jerk-offs who looked at this fucking team as like, Brooklyn, come on, Brooklyn, please. And we don't get that fucking done. So to me, folks, I checked out in game 4. Sorry, I'm a quitter, loser, call me whatever the fuck you want. But I checked out mentally. Devastated, didn't sleep a fucking wink that night. Losing that game, had no fun. Now listen, they lose here in game 6. So my point is, even if you won the fucking game, okay, you're not winning the next 2 fucking games. You're not doing it. Bob, anything can happen. No, sorry, it's not fucking happening. It's not happening. If you won game 4, in my opinion, you have your fucking chest out, your swagger, and your confidence. You would have fucking won a game in which that fucking pussy scored 49 fucking points. Do you know the psychological fucking edge that would have given you? Dudes, you fucking your boy pounded the fuck out of us and we got the W. You imagine that psychological edge that you would have had coming into this Miami game. Now listen, you fooled me. I thought you'd get your ass handed to you. You played well. D-Nil, of course, an excellent first quarter performer. First half, 17 points. Doesn't put anything on the fucking board in the fourth quarter. Doesn't score at all in the fourth quarter. In fact, let's get to that now. So why are the Nets struggling in the last part of these fucking games? Here's the story, boys and girls. D-Nil. D-Nil. Why, Bob? He had 17. Listen, go look at what Chris Paul did the other night. Brutal, right? Turn the ball over fucking twice. Got fouled the fuck. Chris Paul wants the basketball in a big spot. Everybody's going to kill him, right? The guy had an awful night, 17 points, 14 assists. He was awful. He was killed. If Daniel had 17 points and 14 fucking assists, he'd get a fucking parade down Flatbush Avenue. This fucking guy, in the last few minutes of the game, doesn't even want to be around the fucking basketball. Here's a fucking guy that's paid $98 million motherfucking dollars. $98 million. Who's got ball handling fucking skills. Who basically can fucking create any shot he wants. He can dribble his way into a spot on the floor and get any fucking shot he wants. Mario Chalmers guarding him. And the fucking guy does not take a shot with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Look at this motherfucker's numbers in this series, okay? Ready for this? He was 8 for 21 in the restricted area. The restricted area. That's the rim is right. That's the rim right above you. He missed 13 of 21 shots with the rim beneath him. He was 2 for 11 from mid-range in the entire series. Mid-range. And get this, boys and girls, 1 for fucking 11 in the fourth quarter. So 11 divided by 5. Basically he averaged 2 shots a fucking game in the fourth quarter. 2. And made 1 total. 1 for 11. This fucking guy is the reason. Because what else? Listen, last year they collapsed too, right? What was the common denominator? Well, you brought in Pierce, you brought in fucking KG, you brought in tough guys. Common denominator, pussy boy, is still there. D-Nil is still there. He's the guy. And I know Joe did his thing. And Joe got fucking fouled in that play. Took a couple of tough shots with LeBron guarding him. But the job is for your star fucking point guard to make a fucking play. To dribble penetrate. To maybe make a step back fucking 7-footer or an 8-footer. Doesn't want to do that. Your fucking team needed 1 stop or 1 shot. In the last 3 minutes of the game, 1 fucking shot or 1 stop. And you fucking play in Brooklyn. And then you start fucking saying, you know what? If we win game 6, I don't believe you're going to win game 7, okay? But if you win game 6, now you're making me fucking proud. Now you're making me fucking look good for my prediction at least. Now I know I'm wrong because I said Nets in 6, but at least you're fucking showing everybody that you ain't afraid of those fucks and you were toe-to-toe to them. Well, Bob, you ain't afraid of them. They were toe-to-toe. No, you lost fucking 4 or 5 games, so don't give me that shit. And you did because your fucking leader, your $98 million guy, doesn't want to go near the basketball when the money's on the line. He doesn't want to go to the line. And then you look at our execution late. I mean, how many fucking NBA teams with 5 seconds to play, 10 seconds, don't even get a fucking shot off? Damian Lillard of Portland got an open 3 fucking point look with 0.9 seconds to go in a basketball game about 2 weeks ago against Houston. I said 0.9 seconds to go. Damian Lillard got a fucking open look. And what do we get? We don't even get a fucking shot off. Sorry, I had to switch cameras. I think I'm so frigging ugly and disgusting that the camera broke. So I got a new camera. So your boy, D-Nil, doesn't want the ball. Now, let's talk more about D-Nil and his defense. Go rewind. Do like I do. Don't just friggin', go watch the last few plays. Go watch why Chalmers is wide open and why Livingston had to come out off Allen to switch to Chalmers. Because D-Nil. Go look. Look at the fucking play. There's a high screen set on Pierce. Pierce slips the screen easily. He doesn't get caught. He slips the screen. He stays on his man. But D-Will thinks that he doesn't slip the screen. So D-Will is double teaming a guy with the fucking ball who has no interest in making a play on the basket. He's looking for a pass. They go out to Chalmers, who D-Nil should be guarding. He's not. Fucking Livingston's got to come off. You can't leave Chalmers. People go out here, leave Ray out. Come on. You go to the guy who's got the ball in hand. Chalmers had a fucking open look at the 3. Livingston switches. Johnson's late getting to Ray Allen. And 1 fucking stop. 1 stop, 1 shot. Darren Williams stinks defensively, is a pussy, does not want to play basketball in the fourth quarter. He's sloppy. He's always hurt. You need to get this fucking guy out of here. Now, it's going to be easy? Hell no. Hell no. Who's going to want him? You're going to have to accept the fact that you ain't getting much if you do shop him. Now, put any fucking point guard you want, man. I told you this a year ago. Put him in a fucking bag. Go like this. Give me anybody. And I will have more faith in anybody running the point than Darren Williams. To me, all right, this team, with a point guard, with a plate, with a guy, with a set of balls running the show, could be a fucking contending team. I thought they were going to beat Miami, guys. I thought it. And I thought we'd fight our way to get through the next series. I thought we'd get to the finals. And don't fucking tell me we couldn't beat. You never know when you get to the finals. One fucking game. You're going to kill me. You're going to fucking make. Bob. The Nets are a poor man's Spurs team. The Spurs are so fucking deep. So listen, the Nets are too. Now the difference is, okay, what's the difference? Start at the fucking top. Who's the leader of the Spurs? Tony fucking Parker. Balls, wants the big moment, loves the fucking spotlight, and D. Nil. Okay? But D. Nil was supposed to be the elite point guard. So you build a point guard, Tony Parker. Then you got a big guy. You got Garnett, who's 100. You got Duncan, who's 100. Obviously, Duncan's a much better offensive player at this stage of his career than Garnett. But then compare Ginobili to Pierce. Comparable. And then look at the fucking benches. Look at Danny Green. Look at Kawhi Leonard. They're not bench players. Look at Patty Mills. And I'll fucking count them with you. I'll say Thornton. I'll say Karolinko. I'll say Teletovich. I'll say fucking Livingston. The Nets were fucking built. They're a mini version of the fucking Spurs. Now, they don't have Popovich. And their star player is a fucking pussy, where the Spurs star player is a man. And folks, I'm telling you, put Tony Parker on this fucking net team. Put Rajon Rondo on. Put Kyle fucking Lowry instead of that motherfucking number 8. Put him on his team, and you're looking at a team that's fighting and playing in the fucking finals. I have no fucking doubts that that's the case. Number 8 is poison. And you know why he's poison? Because look what he did in the first half. Your buddies start texting, wow, D. Nil looks like Utah. A big fucking deal. He looks like Utah every fucking third day. Great. And then fourth quarter comes around. Gotta go, boys. I say for me, it's a little too hot in there. Fuck you. D. Nil, get out of town, please. Other than that, if you somehow could pull off getting rid of him, I think you got to bring this group back. Now, you started out 10-21. Karolinko wasn't. I can't believe next year, if you had the same squad, you're not going to have the same squad. But if you did, I find it very hard to believe that you're going to be fucking 10-21. In fact, I would maybe believe that you'd be reversed that. I'm an asshole? Maybe. I know Pierce is a year older. Garnett a year older. I get it. But Pierce showed you some shit. All right? He had his lapses, and he's, you live and die with him, but the guy showed you some shit this year. I mean, without him, would you have felt confident that you'd win any games? Because at least he's got swagger, toughness. He's got balls. He fucking talks shit. He stands up to guy. He's not like this fucking D. Will with the sad face and the fucking just shot. John F. Kennedy fucking Jr. stood taller and tougher when he got hit in the fucking head with a bullet than this guy does when he twists his fucking ankle. Get this fucking guy out of here. Somehow figure it out. Get me another point guard and then give this fucking team a shot. Now, yes, you're going to lose Livingston. You don't blame him. Livingston's gone. The guy, you can offer him $10 million. I'd be impressed if he does. The guy's played 8 years in the NBA, whatever it is. And he's never got his contract, never got his money. So if someone's going to give him $30 million, and listen, you could. He's got to take it. Now, Karolinko's got an option. Don't know if he's going to accept. Blatch has an option. Don't know if he's going to accept. And Anderson has an option. I'll make a case. I'd like to see all 3 of those fucking guys back. Get me another field general. Give me somebody with fucking balls. Get number 8 the fuck out of here. Now, I don't know about softy fucking Brooke Shields. I don't know what he's going to give you. He might get fucking hurt again. At least you know you're going to get 10 points in the first quarter with Brooke Shields. Thereafter, I don't know. Get this fucking guy out of here. Don't put us through another painstaking season of a guy that's got the fucking ability to make a play but doesn't want to. A guy that was 1 for 11 in the fucking fourth quarter. The guy that was once compared to Chris Paul. Chris Paul got killed for what he did the other night. And I say, oh my God, 17 points, 14 assists. Yeah, he fucked the game up late. But he fucked it up because he was doing things. D. Will doesn't want any part of it. I think, kid, you did a great job. I wanted you gone in the 10-21. I thought he was a fucking disaster. The Lawrence Frank thing, you showed me something. I don't like your fluffy press conferences. They kind of annoy me. When you fucking said, Darren Williams didn't score a point, but you said he played well. That shit annoys me, but I get it. He's your guy. You got to fucking baby him. This guy's poison. He's a poisonous player, and he needs to be sent to Houston. Now, Houston is an issue because you're not going to be able to do the Asik for Lynn deal because both of their salaries jump up significantly. I believe, don't quote me, but I believe combined they make $28 million next year. With D. Jerkoff only makes 20. So something else will have to come back, or that's too much coming back for us. We're already over the cap, so we would have to send something else their way. Disappointed, man. I believed I believed that we would win this fucking series. And I was psyched to fucking look at the LeBron James. I mean, I hate this motherfucker. I'm giving you his due. I understand who he is. I'm not an idiot. But, dude, to me, everybody in the fucking NBA that's not a phony Heat fan should fucking hate him. Because he's a crybaby little fucking wussbag. Every time he gets fucking scraped, he puts his hands up. Every time he fouls somebody, it's like, oh my God, I can't foul. You're a fucking big pussy. That's what you are. And listen, you're going to go back to the fucking town. I'm going to root so hard against you. I hope the fucking Spurs finish the fucking deal like they should have last year. It would have been so great if fucking Ray Allen wasn't around. And the Spurs beat you last year. And then people be talking about you only got one. But you're going to get your fucking due. You came into our building, you put up 49. And we didn't have the field general to navigate one possession to beat you. Boy, if we fucking did. Boy, if we did. Put anybody. Put me Raymond fucking Felton, who stinks. Give me him in the last fucking 2 minutes of a game running the point. That motherfucker won't be afraid to take a shot, make a play. It's a disaster, this guy. Number 8's got to go. Kudos to Joe. I should never say a bad word about you again. I ripped you last year for disappearing. And listen, what you did last night was fucking unreal. Again, I didn't watch it live. I watched the replay, and wow. If I was watching live, you would have got me off my fucking ass, my wounded ass, 10 times with the performance you put on. Livingston, loved the guy. Missed a tough shot. Listen, Pierce stepped back in and out. I mean, Wade makes this fucking ridiculous. We needed to make one fucking play to get us back to Brooklyn. You didn't do it, but in my opinion, you lost this fucking series. Game 4, when douchebag came in, put 50 on you, and you still had the opportunity to say, eat shit, baby. You take your 50, and we'll take the W. That's 3. Listen, I appreciate everybody fucking checking in with me. Come on, man, listen. What the hell? Who's got a better friggin' wrap-up show than BK Netscap here? You guys got to do a better job at promoting my ass. You want to listen to the fluff shit on Yes? You want to listen to all the people making excuses? You want to come here for your net stuff. So all my boys, Cowbell, Talkovsky, let's go. The X-Face. Come on, man. Spread the love. Get the word out that this is the place to get real shit 100% of the time. This is the no fluff zone. This is reality fucking Nets talk. The only place you're going to get it 100% of the time. You're not going to get pom-poms. You're going to get reality. So I'm mad at you guys. I should have at least 2,000 followers. Not 200. Let's go. I'm counting on my followers. Appreciate everybody that chimes in. Darnell, Julia, the 2 Marks, of course, Cowbell Guy, X-Phase, everybody else. Rocky, if I missed others. Jimmy Cole, of course, my boy. Kenny Drago, Petey Marino, who's a basketball coach that hasn't even liked my page, but secretly watches the videos. It's disgraceful. Brother Joey, appreciate it. We are losers. There's no fucking successful season. The season was a failure. And you want to show me something? You want to give me hope again? Get rid of fucking number 8. And I'll drive him to the airport. Leave me alone.